Welcome back for the home stretch of day one of our two-day 2019 Great Give Radiothon here at WNHH FM, your home for community radio at 103.5, live streamed at newhavenindependent.org. We have a great way to wrap up round one because it's a two-day radiothon, a two-day Great Give-a-thon. New Haven's coming together. 406 nonprofit groups that make our city great have all signed up on one platform asking us to pony up some money to all the good ones we want to support so that we can raise a total of $1.75 million at least to top last year's record and keep great groups going. One of those great groups is Solar Youth. Jaleesa
Yes.
Freeman
Yes.
is here
Yes.
at WNHH
I am.
from Solar Youth. Welcome, Jaleesa. So
Thank
nice
you.
to see you. So what do you do with Solar Youth?
So I'm the development officer at Solar Youth. I'm also an alumni of the program.
All right.
So when we were first founded back in 2000, I was 10 years old, and I was one of like the founding youth.
And by founding youth means did you live in one of the developments there?
Yes, I grew up in Brookside, and I was attending Captain Brennan at the time. So I was in the after school program, did the summer camp, was an intern.
Wow, you did it all.
Yeah.
It's a neat because now Solar Youth, so people know it's an environmental organization.
Well,
It
yeah.
wants to get people out in nature and understand and make it a greener earth, right?
Yeah, on the surface, on a deeper level, we definitely provide our kids with the tools to be like effective problem solvers and leaders and stewards of their communities. Just all in the hopes of making sure that they can be successful in life.
And how do you remember that happened with you, Jaleesa? When you were 10, what was going on in your life and what happened when you signed up?
Yeah, so I was just a kid that was like, okay, I'm bored after school, so let me try it out. I had never been involved like in the environment or hiked or did any of those things. So it was all new and foreign to me.
And there you were living at the base of West Rock.
Exactly.
Which when people
in my
come to New
backyard.
Haven, they say, wow, you could be hiking on here forever and see all sorts of stuff. And Courtney Sherrill says, hey, Jaleesa Bubbles Freeman.
Hi,
you have been
Courtney.
outed. Okay. But I'm not going to tease you about that.
Yeah.
So you're bored, you're 10, there's Great West Rock, you never ventured in. So tell me what happened.
So this woman came up to me, was like, hey, do you want to come to this after school program? And I was like, sure, why not? And that's where it all began. And then as I got more involved, I sort of became an ambassador for Solar Youth. So I was a part of the youth advisory group. So we sort of went out and we gave speeches at environmental conferences. And I helped to write the bylaws for Solar Youth, which was really cool. And
how old were you when you did that?
I don't even know, probably like 11, 12.
See, I want to know how to write bylaws. Do you find some other bylaws? I don't even really know what bylaws are.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Bylaws like what you're allowed to do, right?
Yeah.
Like thou shall have 7
Right.
people to vote. If 3 of them have a headache, then you can't vote. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And what else do you remember about going in nature? What did you remember about discovering in West Rock?
I remember, just discovering that it was in my backyard, which was amazing. It was really cool. And I remember going canoeing and kayaking for like the first time.
And that's right, again, in your backyard there at the river. West
Yeah.
River.
And I remember the first time that I went whitewater rafting. And I'm like, I can't swim.
Can you swim now?
No, I still can't swim. But I was terrified, but I was also excited at the same time because it was something I never.
Where'd you go? Whitewater?
We went to Zor in Mass.
Yeah, I've been there with my kid.
Yeah.
And so that you have the life vest. So you had to trust if I go in that water, that thing's going to prop me up.
Yeah. And I fell out.
Ooh. And what happened when you fell out?
I was terrified. But I remember they told me to lay flat on my back, put my feet down river.
And you had the presence of mind to do that.
Yeah.
Did someone pick you up? Like what happened?
Yeah, they just like picked me up by my life jacket and put me on somebody else's raft. And then I met up with the rest of Solar Youth when we got to the stop.
What did you think after that experience? You say, I'm glad I did it, I grew, or you say, I'm not going back there?
Oh, I've been back
okay.
several times. So yeah, it didn't faze me.
So what difference did it make for you growing up as a teenager having Solar Youth in your life?
It made a huge difference. I think back then I didn't really understand or realize the impact that it had, but now that I look back on my life, it really helped me to step outside of my comfort zone by just going on hike or whitewater rafting for the first time. It really helped to establish that foundation that like you can step outside of your comfort zone. You may not always be super successful, but failure isn't what it really is panned out to be, I guess, or stigmatized to
You don't have
be.
to be so scared of it.
Right.
Because I'm that way in nature. Sometimes I'm a little scared of what I don't understand and you can't control.
Right.
I think that's one of the beauties of nature is it teaches us that we can't control everything and that's okay. Chill.
Yeah.
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 I still
So
feel that way. Like, some critter going to get me or I'm going to get disease, Yeah.
yeah, or
But
when
it
you
is beautiful to be out in nature.
go camping and some guy rides up on the side of you and says, "So
Mm.
that we just saw bears down the bottom," and I'm like, and Joanne's like, "No, he's just kidding. He's just kidding." But then you find out like 10 years later, like, no, he wasn't kidding. There really were bears where we were
Ooh.
camping, but it's fine.
So now you're helping make it happen.
Yes,
This is your career.
this is why I came back.
All right. So
Um,
how's it going? And we're talking about Solar Youth here on the Great Give
yeah,
Radiothon on WNHH FM. This is the time, by the way,
this is
to
the
go to
time.
thegreatgive.org and not forget the when you go to thegreatgive.org and then go right to Solar Youth before you give to everyone else who wants to give everyone else too. This is the time to give some money up for Solar Youth because what's going to happen if people give money? What's going to let you do?
Tons of things. It's going to help us to continue to run amazing programs in the neighborhoods that we currently serve. But ultimately, our goal is to expand to more neighborhoods in New Haven to offer the things that we provide
What
for the
neighborhoods
kids.
are you in?
So right now we are in Westville Manor, and we are in Quinnipiac Terrace.
Okay. So East Side and West Side.
Yeah.
Okay. Crystal Hammett says hello to you.
Hi.
Do you still live out in Brickside?
No, I don't. I now live off of Dixwell Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And we're so glad we kept you in New Haven, huh?
Yeah. I tried to leave actually.
What happened?
I moved to Georgia for a short while, but it's like something about New Haven just always pulls you back.
You know what you're saying. Did you happen to bring a poem or a song?
So in all of our programs, we do something called community service action projects, where our kids go out, they explore their communities, they identify problems, and then they develop an action plan and implement it. So to get our kids hyped about doing their community service action projects, we sort of have this song. I'm not the best. I don't have the best vocals, but if I do get discovered, I'll make sure that everyone knows that it was
First here on the Great Give
right
Radiothon.
Right.
2019.
2019.
WNHH. Hit it.
All right. So it goes.
Lisa Freeman.
CSAP. We're gonna do a CSAP. CSAP. We're gonna do a CSAP. Community Service Action Project. Community Service Action Project. Community Service Action Project. Community Service Action Project. CSAP. We're gonna do a CSAP. What? CSAP. That's basically the song.
I love it. All right.
It's better when you have a drum.
And I've heard that with the drum.
Yes.
But you kind of gave us a flavor here. That there's a lot of energy, a lot of positive thinking.
Always.
And a lot of thinking out what you're doing. Community service action projects. You can do something in the community. You can think how you can accomplish it. You plan it out. You do it with your group. And you make New Haven a better place. So it would be an example of a CSAP.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example from my time at Solar Youth. So I lived in Brookside. And to get from Brookside to the park right near the Brookside complex, there was a bridge there, but there was always flooding, which I forget which brook it is. And we used to have to walk through a whole bunch of mud, and people used to put crates across to get to the bridge. So we identified that as a problem. And so that was our CSAP for the summer. And we had to call the lumber yard and price out lumber. And we had a Fosse, or a friend of Solar Youth, come and help us build the bridge. We got to do the cement and hammer and all of that stuff. And it was amazing.
Did you have to get permission from the government or anything?
I'm pretty sure Joanne had to do some background type.
Joanne Scully, she knows everything. How old were you at the time?
At the time, I probably was about 11.
How did you feel working on that?
I was actually making a difference.
And think about people who may have a hard time schlepping, walking around. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you had to go through there to get to school. So parents and guardians had to go through that walkway to get to their kids' school to pick them up, and kids couldn't get to the park. And so.
Wow. Is it still up? The bridge?
No, it isn't anymore since they redeveloped everything. There's a better bridge there now.
Okay. But you got us to the bridge to the better day.
Right.
Do you work in the Brookside part or the Q Terrace part? Or I guess both. Where's the office?
Well, our office is up the hill in Westville Manor.
So you get to see how where you grew up has changed amazingly.
Yes.
I mean, boy, does it look palatial, some stuff. And Maria Charlton says, IE,
Oh,
Hey.
that's my best friend.
All right, best friend. Thanks for checking in, everybody. But that must be mind blowing
Yeah.
to go back and see how they've rebuilt all the developments there, including Brookside, into quite
Yep.
beautiful places. How does it compare to what you remember?
It's drastically different. And it's what I always imagined or hoped that it would look like, I guess, maybe sort of. Because growing up, for me, New Haven was Brookside, right? It was like poorly maintained housing developments and drugs and violence and all of those things. And then that's when Solar Youth stepped in and sort of showed me the beauty in my backyard. So it was like now where I used to grow up is also beautiful. And it's what my community deserves. Like we deserve to live in nice housing. And so to see the change is amazing.
And Rebecca Smith says yes. Thanks for listening, Rebecca.
Oh,
You know
that's
one
my
thing
sister.
all right. You know one thing that strikes me, is that older folks like my age and older
Hmm.
who grew up in Brookside have a different memory of it. So I remember as a reporter, the first time I was Brookside was someone got shot. I went to do an article about it when I was a kid, like 20. And for people who lived there, so I always thought, this place isn't kept up so well. I don't think I'd want to live here.
Hmm.
But if people lived here, it was a very meaningful place and a great community. And they wanted to come back. And then after they tore 'em down, rebuilt, the people came back.
Hmm.
And their memories of it are different from what an outsider saw.
Hmm. Because it really was a community. And I would never change living out there. It was amazing because there was so many kids and your parents just trusted and allowed you to just go out and just have fun and be a kid. Right. So like my mom wasn't worried, even with all the things that were going on, it was not as bad as it is now, I guess. But even with all the things going on, like my mom still would be like, okay, just be back before the street lights come on. And because you trusted that everybody was looking out for everybody.
I love they named the streets when they rebuilt it at Brookside to people who worked on it, like Yul Watley and people like
Yeah.
that. That's fun. So do you hang there much? Give your office
I
pretty nearby?
have relatives that live there, so I'm there
Mhm.
down there quite often. My cousins live down there.
Still at your roots.
Yeah.
So you told me about some great projects you did when you were there, including building that bridge.
Hmm.
What kind of stuff's going on now when because we want people to go right now to thegreatgive.org and not forget thegreatgive.org and give somebody some love to Solar Youth. What kind of projects will they be supporting now?
Yeah, so things range all the way from cleanups. Our kids see trash on the ground, so they want to do cleanups, or to revamping trails to go up to West Rock. But even
That's a biggie.
yeah, but even like our little ones, they identified one of the problems in their community was that people just weren't nice to each other.
That is a biggie.
So
And that's
it's
part of our
yes,
environment.
yes,
People glaring at you, snapping at you, or
it
like
is,
smiling at
it
you. It's a
is.
good day. It's like another sunshine.
So
So what are they gonna do about it?
So what they did was they created these like bookmarks and they went around door to door and had people sign a petition to essentially be nicer.
That's a nice idea because that's a way of talking to them about it and feeling
Yeah.
they're taking some kind of action.
And that experience for them, now our little guys are between the ages of 4 and 8.
Well, how can you resist them?
Right.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine how great they felt like telling everyone in their neighborhood, like, we saw this as a problem. Can you please petition to be
That's
nicer?
awesome. I love you guys. And Willia Grant loves you. She says,
Oh, that's my
daughter,
mom."
proud mom. All right. So, well, I have to say, I love chatting with you today, Julissa Freeman, and having you bring it home on the end of day one of the Radiothon.
Yeah, I love being here.
WNHH and Great Give. I hope that. What are you aiming for? Any goals for this?
So we are aiming to raise $9,000.
All right, you got to do it.
Yeah, that's our goal. But we also have a $15,000 match, so every donation is matched.
All right, so there's no excuse.
No excuse.
I mean, after hearing what you tell me you did then, we're doing now.
Right.
Everyone has no choice. thegreatgive.org. Please visit right now and give Solar Youth some support that you guys have earned.
Yes.
All right. Well, Lisa Freeman, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
everyone
me.
for listening today, supporting the Great Give. We're going to be back first thing in the morning. Harry Drost has been toiling all day, keeping this out, getting the information out to you on all our platforms. We're going to take it out with the Afro-Semitic Experience, performing I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free from the group CD, A Plea for Peace.